kept saying, oh, Nike fumbled the bag with Caitlyn. It has to get out there. Nike fumbled the bag. No, they didn't. It takes time. She's got to develop a whole freaking product line. But they just announced, breaking news right now, we have a logo. That is the official Caitlin Clark Nike logo. And it's not just that. I mean, this is cool. Nike has just announced that a signature product line will be dropping soon, with signature shoes coming in 2026. Now, this is going to be her logo for all of her Nike stuff that is Caitlin Clark official stuff. Just
stop scrolling, because Nike just dropped a bombshell that has completely rocked women's sports. Caitlin Clark, the rookie sensation already rewriting WNBA history, has just launched her official Nike logo, and the reaction is nothing short of explosive. Within minutes, her special edition Kobe sneakers vanished from shelves, resale prices skyrocketed, and Nike stock itself began surging. For years, critics claimed Nike was dragging its feet with Clark, but today proves the company was quietly preparing something massive. This isn't just a logo. It's a movement, a brand, and a turning point in sports history.
I do. I think I like it. I went to order a T-shirt and I can't get one. We're on that pre-order action, I guess. Comparison. This is the logo, the two CCs intertwined together. Somebody said it looked a lot like a 1950s airline logo, and I was like, I kind of.
At exactly 10 a.m. Monday, Nike released Caitlin Clark's special Kobe 5 Protro sneaker in Indiana Fever colors. By 11 a.m., they were completely gone. Fans who tried to refresh the page were greeted with that dreaded sold-out message. Within minutes, resale platforms showed the shoes flipping for nearly double retail price. Some pairs even hit $800. Crowds formed outside sneaker shops, camping overnight for a chance at history. And this was just the beginning. Clark's release wasn't just another drop. It was a wake-up call that women's basketball isn't just growing, it's exploding.
On my jacket like Caitlin Clark, Flau'jae Johnson called it with her reference to CC in her song, because finally, Nike has unveiled the signature CC logo, which features two C's. Caitlin Clark, of course, her name. I've joked about this situation for a while when people wonder what was going on with Nike, and I just can't imagine they would sign her to the deal that they did and then not eventually have some big product on the way. And of course, she is part of the partnership as well. Perhaps she could have been promoted more in the meantime, but regardless, she's so popular.
Then came the real moment. Caitlin Clark officially unveiled her new Nike logo. Two interlocking C's, sleek and instantly recognizable. But look closer. Hidden inside is a subtle third C, symbolizing her journey from the ground up, fueled by passion, precision, and relentless drive. Fans compared it to Chanel, Gucci, even a luxury airline logo. Whatever you see, one fact is clear. This isn't just branding, it's identity. Nike didn't just sign a player. They invested in a cultural icon. And now, Clark's initials are about to dominate sports fashion worldwide.
Caitlin Clark just gifted her entire team her signature merch, but it wasn't just the team. Every fan that shows up to Gamebridge tonight will get the first bro. And for all the people that were hitting me up about Caitlin Clark's signature logo, somebody said it looked like Chanel. I said it looked like Gucci. But whatever it is a luxury sports brand. I can't think of very many luxury sports.
Critics once said Nike fumbled the bag with Caitlin Clark, but insiders knew different. Nike was never rushing this. Instead, the company invested years crafting a full product line, ensuring Clark's brand launch would feel historic. And it worked. Nike announced Clark's signature shoe will arrive in 2026, joining an elite group of athletes with personalized sneakers. In WNBA history, only 12 women have received this honor. Clark will now join Aya Wilson and Sabrina Ionescu as one of the few active players with her own line. For women's sports, this is a milestone moment.
Caitlin's signature logo pulls you in like her game. It features interlocking C's. Her mark is emblematic of ever-expanding range on the court. Celebrate her logo debut with this soft cotton logo tee. And you know what's interesting about this design? It does look like they are interlocked, but if you kind of like squint your eyes, it also kind of looks like a very dimensional one C in front of the other one. I don't know if that's just me. According to Nike, the shirt is available, but it's not available just yet. But you can be notified for when it does go on sale. I can only imagine it's going to get sold out.
The numbers? Absolutely staggering. Nike's logo merchandise isn't even fully out yet, and pre-orders are flooding in. 1cc logo tee sold out before most fans could even click checkout. Analysts now predict Clark's upcoming sneaker line could generate between $100 to $150 million in its first year alone. To put that in perspective, that would make it one of the most successful basketball shoe launches of the decade, male or female. Investors noticed too. Nike stock rose nearly 3% the day after Clark's reveal, part of a 17% surge in quarterly gains. Clark's brand isn't hype, it's hard economics. Let's be clear, Caitlin Clark is no longer just a basketball star, she's a cultural force. Her Indiana Fever jersey ranked number 2 in all basketball sales last year, behind only Steph Curry. WNBA merchandise overall spiked more than 500% in 2024, with Clark single-handedly responsible for nearly a quarter of the league's revenue. This is territory usually reserved for LeBron, Kobe, or Jordan. And now, she's carrying women's sports into that same cultural conversation. For Nike, Clark represents more than sales. She's their link to an entirely new generation of fans. Just hours after the reveal, entire arenas were buzzing with Clark's logo. Teammates rocked the merch. Fans waved custom CC signs. Outside Dick's Sporting Goods stores, lines wrapped around corners as buyers camped for limited stock. On social media, her logo trended alongside Taylor Swift. Some called it luxury sports branding. Others said it was the hardest logo in basketball right now. Whatever the label, one thing is clear. Clark's identity now stretches far beyond the hardwood. She's fashion. She's influence. She's business. Here's the truth that critics hate. Caitlin Clark is shaping billion-dollar markets. Analysts estimate she could generate nearly $1 billion in economic impact for the WNBA by 2025. Think about that. A rookie, less than 2 years into her career, already carrying an entire professional league into financial rebirth. From packed arenas to skyrocketing TV ratings, Clark has proven she's not hype, she's a franchise. For Nike, that means more than profit. It means positioning themselves at the center of women's sports' golden era. And Clark's timing couldn't be better. The WNBA just secured a groundbreaking 11-year media rights deal worth $2.2 billion. Networks including ESPN, NBC, and CBS are now in bidding wars for Caitlin Clark's games. Why? Because her presence alone triples ratings. On average, Clark's games pull 1.09 million viewers, compared to just 114,000 for non-Clark games. That's not hype, it's a measurable ratings magnet. She's the difference between niche programming and primetime television, and networks know it. But we've already seen what happens when Clark isn't on the floor. During her recent injury absence, WNBA viewership fell nearly 40% in just 5 games. That drop was a wake-up call. Clark's availability isn't just a fun story, it's the backbone of the league's momentum. For sponsors, media partners, and Nike, this proves just how much her presence dictates financial growth. Clark isn't just valuable, she's indispensable. Nike reportedly signed Clark to an 8-year, $28 million deal. At the time, some critics scoffed, saying it was a risky gamble. But today, it already looks like the bargain of the century. If her 2026 sneaker line alone is projected to generate $150 million, Nike's deal will pay itself off 5 times over in just its first year. More importantly, it sets a new standard. Women athletes deserve the same premium treatment and resources once reserved only for NBA superstars. Here's the most underrated part of Clark's logo launch. Nike isn't just building a sneaker, they're building a lifestyle. Fans compared her branding to Chanel or Gucci for a reason. Nike's strategy is clear. Transform Clark's line into affordable luxury. A product that feels premium, fashionable, and iconic, but still accessible. If successful, it could reshape the entire sportswear market. For decades, male athletes dominated this lane. But Clark may be the first woman to truly bridge sport and luxury culture on a global scale. And this is just the warm-up. Starting September 1st, Caitlin Clark's first Nike logo shirt officially hits shelves. Then, on October 1st, a full collection rolls out. Hoodies, shorts, pants, and premium apparel for all ages. If history tells us anything, it will sell out instantly. Remember, WNBA merchandise sales are already up over 500% since Clark entered the league. And every new drop breaks records faster than the last. October won't just be a product launch, it will be a cultural event. Online, the reactions are non-stop. Clips of fans chanting Double C Echo across social platforms. Commentators are calling it the cleanest logo in the game. And sneaker influencers are already lining up reviews, calling Clark's collection the hardest release of 2025. More importantly, young athletes everywhere are posting videos, proudly repping her initials. This is the grassroots power Nike banked on, and Caitlin Clark is delivering. Here's the takeaway. Caitlin Clark's Nike logo isn't just a design, it's a declaration. A declaration that women athletes can move markets, command cultural power, and sell out products on the same scale as NBA icons. Nike finally recognized what fans already knew. Caitlin Clark is the most marketable athlete in women's sports today. From billion-dollar revenue projections to record-breaking TV ratings, Clark's rise proves women's basketball isn't just here, it's unstoppable. The only question now, just how big will this brand become?